Hello there, my YouTube family. How are you? I'm Helen Sadler, your Destiny Helper. Thank you for joining me once again. And I want to appreciate all of our new subscribers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please like and share the page. And if you have not subscribed to this channel, take the time now to subscribe, like and share the page, and share the news everywhere that there is an answer for the things that they're going through. As usual, many of you just emailing me all of the questions. I love it, love it, love it. Keep it going, keep it going. And I will answer them per video or email. Thank you so much. Many of you were asking, I'm having a difficult time raising children with my narcissist boyfriend, narcissist husband, or narcissist friend. What is the problem? Well, narcissists act the way they are. NPD does not discriminate with age, even with the children. There's usually a golden child and an scapegoat, or what they would do is take and put their children all in this category, and all of it is control. The narcissist will take over the family, and they will make sure you as the supply lose control of the family. They don't want you to have the strength of the family. They always want control. So what they would do, they would utilize you in raising the child, having the responsibility, having all of the work. And then as the child get older and they become useful to the narcissists take over character. And they may even discover some strengths of that child and live through that character, especially when a narcissist feel like they are underprivileged, underaccomplished, and that child has a gift, whether it's football, basketball, singing, or any of the arts. They begin to live their failure through the child's success. And when they do, they take over the personality of that child. They take over credit of everything that child does. So the narcissist now becomes successful because the child is successful. The narcissist can sing because the child can sing. The child is recognized, get a lot of attention. The narcissist use the attention that the child is getting and divert all of that attention toward them as they take credit for what the child does. Now, in a personal relationship with the narcissist can be quite cold. They only have the advantage of when the child is useful to them. But when they don't want to be bothered, they won't be bothered. They won't father the child unless it's to their advantage. They won't give attention to the child unless it's to their advantage. As a matter of fact, someone may display that your children is a nuisance. They want more time with themselves. The child is bothering them. Why don't you do your job as the mother? Keep the child out of their hair. I've worked all day. I'm tired. And then you won't take advantage, or you won't take responsibility for what you're doing. You want me to do your work. And so a lot of times they would leave and leave you to the responsibility, and said the reason they left is because you won't do what you're supposed to do. And then the narcissists, because they're bitter, they're empty, and they can cause pain. They create pain to the child. The only thing about this, the child is not able to defend themselves. And sometimes they will take and break you down so until you don't have the strength or the energy to fight for the child. There are some narcissists that are very responsible in providing. They'll provide for the house. They'll provide for the children. You can depend on them, on some of the narcissists, to be very responsible with provision. They'll make sure you got the food. They'll make sure you got the clothes. They'll make sure the bills are paid. All of that. Because the narcissists want the praise of what they're doing. And they get praise for being a great provider. So they provide for the praise. In the narcissists, there are some of them that are irresponsible. They won't pay the bills. They won't buy food. They are irresponsible with money, and they always want your money. And you and the children are suffering because you are constantly providing for the narcissist, who is an adult but irresponsible. So you and the children go lacking, and it doesn't bother the narcissist at all. It doesn't hinder the narcissist at all. The narcissist, As long as the narcissists get what they want. And then in families where there's the golden child and the scapegoat, one thing you'll notice about the scapegoat, and I'm going to do a video on the golden child and the scapegoat, because everybody think it's really good for the golden child, but sometimes the golden child suffers more than the scapegoat, because the golden child's like they don't have a mind of their own. The parents live through them. They make all the decisions for them. They curtail who comes around them, who joins with them. They are in a total control factor, which a lot of times cause them to go inside themselves and guess what? Produce another narcissist, where they are self-occupied and they can't come out of themselves, and they deal with rejection issues because they can't decide for themselves. They think it's rejection by the parent. They think they know it's controlled. They can't even choose. And why a lot of golden children end up running away from home. And they end up getting into degradation of life, going low standard. Why? Because they never felt like they were in the decision-making process of their life. And the scapegoat is usually a very vocal person. Now, there are some of them that can be broken down and they can become very suicidal, especially when you have an empath that don't understand why they're picking up on the family, why they're feeling all of these emotions of the family. They're feeling the narcissist, they're feeling the mom, and it's in a barrage of confusion and just an overwhelming barrage of emotions, and they don't know what to do with it, because they think they're weird. Why do I feel this? Why don't anybody else feel this? Why do I have to deal with this? So you can have those that the emotions alone start breaking down the empath, and the empath can become very suicidal if they don't understand their gifting. They don't understand how they work it. And the narcissist is hemmed in on that empath. If that empath does not work for them, does not yield themselves to them, and they control the empath, because the narcissist like working through the empath because they are emotionally impacted. They can get all their selfishness, all of their emotions through that empath. And the empath want to please so much, want to rescue so much, so they do almost anything they say. Well, the scapegoat is different. Some of the scapegoats are very strong in personality, very forthright in their telling. They're going to tell the truth, even though they know they're going to get hit. And somehow, some of them escape the mental slaughter that is done to them. And they always criticize it. Anything go wrong, the scapegoat gets the blame for it. They could be nowhere in the vicinity, nowhere in the house. They will be blamed for it. And pretty soon they grow up knowing that. They grow up knowing that they are in the family, but they're not part of the family. They grown up knowing that they're going to be responsible for anything that go wrong. They grow up knowing that nobody loves me. Nobody cares about me. Nothing that I do really matters. So the scapegoat, a lot of them can grow up with a strong factor because they fought all their life, and they can put up their shields, and they have a strong personality. The narcissists hate that because it's a competitive module with who they are. So the narcissist with their kids is not a necessary loving of kids. It's a tolerating of kids. How to use kids. Because the inhibition they have in receiving love, well, they receive love, but in giving love, challenge them with the child, which they see as an extension of themselves. So it brings to them where they think, I got total control. And they know as long as their child is with them, that even if she wanted to leave, because the narcissists know, she probably won't tolerate me because I'm cheating, I'm degrading her, I'm lying, I'm gaslighting. And so after a while, the narcissist has enough sense with enough relationship to know everybody reached their point of demarcation, of saying, look, whatever, I'm out. Guess what? You're not going to be out with that child because I'm taking you to court with that child. And a lot of times when you're going off the narcissist's taping, because they're looking to the future, because they know they don't have the time that they used to have. People are not in crazy relationships 40 and 50 years like they used to, staying there for 60 years. They're not doing that anymore. People have become self-centered. They're not narcissistic. They're just self-centered. And saying, I'm out. I'm not putting up with your crap anymore. I'm done with you. And they're out. So the narcissists know whatever they do, let's do quickly. Whatever they do, let's do it powerfully. Because I got to make my move just in case my time is short. They marry quickly. They build quickly. They want to sleep with you within 7 days. They want to lie to you and make you feel like you. And because of that spirit, that demonic force that is with them, that compelling, mesmerizing force, that if you don't get the red flags in the beginning, you are trapped psychologically and especially emotionally. You do not want to be cut away from them. You feel like I can't do without them because you didn't leave. Let me try this. Trying this can get your life in craziness that you spend years getting out of. When the red flag comes, read them. Acknowledge them. No matter how you feel. Relationship is not about feeling. Feelings is a part of it. But wisdom, knowledge, and understanding what you're in is a relationship. But we go by what we feel. The narcissist wants you to feel everything. Empath, be careful. Because you do. Most of you that are not trained to pull that background note like a super empath. A super empath can get in a situation. All of this stuff coming, they can break that stuff down and move that stuff out and get to the root cause of it. They won't absorb all of this stuff that they feeling. They will differentiate, move it out of the way and go to the focal point. When you are a young empath, you don't know how to do that yet. You don't know how to been trained about that. You're just discovering who you are. You need to get around other empaths, especially super empaths that are able to teach you in skill and cause you to understand. And you know you're an empath when you pick up everybody's stuff. You pick up and know. How did I know that? You're sensory. You're walking sensory. You say, well, don't we have that in the spirit realm? Well, we can discern. It's different. Because when you discern truth, truth is released to you. And you can discern things, but the Holy Spirit will differentiate and break that stuff down to you. Where an empath is learning from a natural instinct. So you see what I'm saying? They are dependent on their soul realm. They're dependent on their experience. And when they're dependent on their soul realm, there's a dependent on the experience. You don't want to experience some things to know it, because some things can be deadly to experience. Some things can be catastrophic to experience. That's why mentorship and understanding who you are, it is really, really important. Because some things you can avoid, traps you can avoid through mentorship. And proper mentorship will train you and teach you how to walk as an empath and understand yourself. Because the narcissist go hem in on it. And they know that the pressure they put on the empath will almost drive them to suicide, if not to suicide. Because the empath is a rescue mindset. They feel like they can help you. They feel like they're there for you. They feel like you are their assignment. So they won't pull themselves out of the venue when they need to pull themselves out of the venue. They will stay locked in, and it's a deadly force that is against them, but they don't see their way out because they see it as an assignment. They think they can change that person. And you cannot change anybody who don't want to be changed. That's for empath or supply. So when the narcissist is with their children, they see them as a form of supply. Even though that's their kids. They're not going to be loving with their kids. They're going to be transactional with their kids. It's a transaction. How can you benefit me? What can I do to maximize your benefit of me? If that's showing you some attention, then we'll do that. If that's giving you some time, we'll do that. But you got to remember the ultimate goal is the narcissist, what they want. Having a child will not win your narcissist. Having a marriage will not win your narcissist. Many people say, they're not my narcissist. Well, they're with you. Who else narcissist? 1,000 other people. Well, with the time they spent with you, become your problem. Become your situation. And if you don't take ownership of it, you cannot resolve it. When you loose the narcissist, they are free game. But when they're with you, That's your situation, baby. That's your life and your circumstance. And you're the only protector of the kids. That's why he break down you psychologically, break down you emotionally, break you down socially, break you down financially. Why? Because the more they break down and the more you break down in the breakdown, the more they can control the kids. And the kids grow up fearing them, doing exactly what they say. And then your voice is minimum because you allowed the narcissist the control they gain. And as they become teenagers, the narcissists decide to leave. Guess who want to leave with the narcissist? The kids. They don't want to stay. Why? Because all their life, the narcissist has controlled everything. And when you go to court, some of them want to be with the narcissist, even though they're bad business. Remember, kids hunger for what they don't have. When you fill a child with food and you bring in their favorite cake, they're not hungry, they're full. But if you take a starving child and bring them a 3-day-old chicken, that chicken look good. It's 3 days old, but they haven't eaten in 3 days. The narcissists are like that 3-day-old chicken, and they haven't eaten in 3 days. The narcissists purposely remove themselves from the life of the kids so they can hunger, especially when they're skilled, especially when you're dealing with the greater narcissist or the upper mid-grade narcissist. They are skilled. They don't have enough emotional, psychological, social, or financial battles until they know how this thing works. And especially they've been married 3 or 4 times. And they got kids from all of them. And then the narcissist will use to choose the golden family. The last 2 is a scapegoat family. The first family is what they use as the golden family. So everything the narcissist get, he sends to that family to control the scapegoat family. And then when that family get too used to him, he removes himself from the golden family. And he may upgrade another family temporarily until he bring that first family back under subjection. And once he bring that first family back under subjection, he stripped the one that he promoted back to the downgrade of the scapegoat, go back to the golden family where they're willing now to do anything he say because they don't want to be without him. They don't want to lose him, even though he got 2 sets of other families. The control is horrendous because you are dealing with the mind of the narcissist. Doesn't matter what he have, she has. Doesn't matter where they are. They are still MPD. And it doesn't matter if you love them, you want them, you want to do everything. You can't please a person who can't be pleased. The narcissist is like glitter. And remember, you can hold that glitter, stuff start falling off the glitter, and it don't shine like it used to. They need another glitter. You will always be trying to please them. You will always be trying to use the kids or move the kids out of the way. The narcissist sometimes will turn you against your own children, where you put your children at the back of the list just to please that narcissist. They have to be first. And don't think kids is going to make it any different. And if you don't have a strength to you, you will deny your own children. You will cause them to suffer while you're trying to please somebody you will never please. You don't even know them because they wear masks. And when the mask fall off, there's another mask on. And when that mask fall off, there's another one on. You never get to know the narcissists. They never get to know themselves, so they never get to present their true selves. And they always attach to another personality to mirror it, to bring it to you. So you are learning other people, but you never learn the narcissist. The narcissist and their children is NPD with children. Think about it. You'll never win in a no-win situation. So you might as well win with you and get yourself together, which is a win situation, W-I-N. You can win with you if you build you. You have to build the strength of your mind. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. Build up your mind. Build it. It will fight against any warfare wind if you build it. But if you channel so much on what is being done to you, instead of you operating out of the best of you, you will go down. And the narcissist will win because they were not made to lose in their mind. But in God's mind, you were not made to lose. You were made to win. So think about it. Children never change the narcissist. They still have MPD. It's just with smaller counterparts, with a heavier burden. And if you don't stand in, mom, dad, to protect those children, what defense will they have? Well, I hope I have answered some questions in this video, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you like and share this video. Share it with as many people as you can and view it several times. Come on. You and your children can defend against the works of the narcissist. Is it work? Of course it is. Is it a choice? Of course it is. Is it easy? Of course it's not. It's never easy when your heart is involved. But you got to sometimes use your wisdom above your heart. I'm Helen Sattler, your Destiny Helper. And remember, you can write me at destinyhelper12s@gmail.com. I'm there in your corner, and I'm with you. And I look forward to speaking with you. If you want to have sessions with me, write me, destinyhelper12s@gmail.com. I'll see you in the next video. God bless.